South America has always been renowned for being the land of unreal footballing talents, where you find players with unmatched skills and a never-ending love for football. Whether they have impressive stats or not, they never fail to entertain us. I enjoy watching South American players for mainly the pure joy they give with their style of play, and this made me look into the current top talents in the region. Initially, I was doing it just out of my curiosity and interest, but in no time I went into the rabbit hole and decided to make my own list of teenage players from South America, who in my view are the most talented and have the potential to become the future stars. So here are my top 10 most talented South American teenage football players. 10th, Savio. Joined Girona on loan from League 2 club Troyes, the 19-year-old Brazilian is gaining headlines in La Liga. He has 2 goals in 6 starts for Girona, a right-footed winger known for his pace, dribbling skills and creativity. He is also a good finisher and has a good goal-scoring record with both Atlético Mineiro and Brazil youth teams. Savio loves to hug the touchline, creating as much space as possible to get at his man 101, and crucially, he can take on a defender in either direction. But there is more to his game than just dribbling ability. The Atlético Mineiro manager, Jorge Sampaoli, yes, this one, highlighted Savio's playmaking and technicality in the final third, suggesting he was a creative player more in the mold of Real Madrid's Rodrigo, only better. Savio is a rare talent with exceptional dribbling and ball-carrying skills at such a young age. His next challenge is to develop his game and expand his football repertoire. Savio's playing style is similar to Leroy Sané's. The similarities include close control, powerful striking ability, and finishing. Both players also share a knack for unleashing thunderous shots from a distance and excel at cutting inside to thread the ball through the defensive lines. Many top clubs like Real Madrid and Roma have been linked with him in the past, and the player is likely to be in a similar club soon. Also remember that he plays for a club owned by City Football Group, and Manchester City are also keeping track of his progress. 9th, Keke Fernandez. Playing for Spanish club Almeria and 19 years old, Fernandez has the potential to be one of the best centre-backs in the world, provided a big club does not rush in to hinder his development. Considered one of the most promising young defenders in South American football, Fernandez began his career at the youth academy of Santos Football Club. He made his senior debut for the club in 2021 and quickly established himself as a regular starter there before joining the Spanish side in 2022. He is 6'2", a tall and powerful defender who is known for his aerial ability, his tackling and his positioning. He is also a good passer of the ball and is comfortable to play from the back. His composure on the ball and ability to read the game are beyond impressive, making him a defensive stalwart even at such a young age. Apart from his physicality and defensive discipline, he is a very technical player as well. A good passer and very calm on the ball, does not make rush decisions, making it well for a team wanting to play from the back. He has already produced some standout performances in La Liga, including stellar display of his defending against Real Madrid. Already on the radar of many big clubs including FC Barcelona and Manchester United. 8th, Andri Santos, another wonderkid signed by Chelsea Football Club. Came from Vasco da Gama Youth Academy, Andri Santos joined the senior team in 2021 at the age of just 17 and quickly became popular in Brazilian league. Just after a year, Andri Santos was scouted by many European clubs and Chelsea signed him in January transfer window for £13 million. Barca wanted him too but couldn't do it due to financial constraints. They are still monitoring his situation and are also aware of the number of midfielders the Blues already have. Andri Santos is considered as a centre midfielder but can play anywhere in a midfield, even as a DM or as an attacking midfielder. A modern midfielder, he excels in ball carrying, link-up play, tackle success rate, short passing and goals. He also has excellent ball control, vision and positioning. Andri scored 8 goals in 37 starts for Vasco da Gama and 8 goals in 16 starts for Brazil under 20. And in most of these matches, he was playing a number 6 or a number 8 role. And yet produced these numbers which you generally find in the case of an attacking midfielder or a winger. And none of this limits his defensive attributes. He is obviously far from becoming a key player for any big club, but I'm honestly very excited to see him in the first team very soon. Just hope we don't damage his growth in any way, because he really looks like a proper baller and unreal talent. 7th, Valentine Barco. 19-year-old left back playing for Argentine giant Boca Juniors. He made his debut for the senior team at 16. Naturally a left back, he can also play as a left winger. He attracted huge attention and praise from his performance against Palmeiras in the semi-final of Copa Libertadores. Barco is very good defensively with pace, dribbling ability and surprising strength. He is difficult to dispossess and rank in the top 99 percentile of fullbacks for successful dribbles per 90 minutes. And while he has a good range of passing, his main strength lies in short passes. He also understands La Pausa very well. He is 5'8", which limits his aerial contribution, but his tackle and other defensive actions are enough to make up for that. Barco is currently one of the most sought-out left back in Europe. Rumored to be heading towards Manchester City, he also had offers from several clubs in the summer window. 6th, Alejandro Gargano. Some of you would find it odd to not put him in the top 3 and some of you don't rate him enough. But Alejandro Gargano for me is an unreal talent. In just 19, he is already one of the most promising wingers in the Premier League. And while he still has not started enough matches for United and not getting sufficient minutes this season, we all can see the quality and potential he has. Even not getting the chance in playing 11 is largely because Rashford plays there and Ten Hag prefers to play Garnacho off the bench there instead of trying to start him on right. I don't know if that would be good, but just pointing out the main reason of why he is not playing much. Nonetheless, he already is a part of United first team and has signed a new contract this year. Whenever he is on the pitch, you can see why people rate him so highly. Garnacho looks like a very utility player. He makes forward runs and has a really good chance creation percentage. His numbers for shots per game and expected assists are also impressive. Even though he has not scored a single goal this season, he had scored 3 goals in 19 appearances in the last season, most of which came as a substitute. And for this season, it would be too early to judge him now, given how little playing time he is getting currently. 5th, Angelo Gabriel. Angelo joined Chelsea this summer from Santos. He had an impressive preseason and then joined Strasbourg Chelsea on club on loan, where he has been simply sensational. He has already won the League One Young Player of the Month award for September 23, and what is more impressive is that it does not surprise anyone. He was considered a huge talent in Santos from quite early. He joined Santos Academy in 2015, and at the age of 15, he was playing for their under-20 side. Angelo made his debut for the senior team in 2020 when he was just 16, becoming the youngest player in the history of Santos, surpassing Rodrigo and Pele. He is also the youngest player to score in Copa Libertadores history. When he left Santos for Chelsea at the age of 18, he had already made 95 appearances in the league for the Brazilian side. 95 just at 18. His main strengths are his mesmerizing dribbling skills and lightning pace, qualities that become evidently clear when you witness his gameplay. Even when sprinting, maintaining impeccable ball control and flair, typically associated with Brazilian attackers, Angelo exhibits a unique touch. Angelo contributes heavily to chance creation and assists, and even they come more through his dribbling. Despite his young age, Angelo is not afraid of a physical battle. His solid 5'9" frame allows him to hold his own against bigger defenders, and he has played well enough matches in Brazil, where the defending is known to be aggressive. One thing he still needs to improve so far is his finishing. Even after making over 100 appearances for Santos in all competitions, he just scored 5 goals. And even if many of them came from the bench, the numbers are still obviously very low. But he is still young and can make an improvement in this area, because while his end product is something where improvement is needed, I'm not sure such low goal numbers are mainly due to bad finishing or the role he was playing there. And just because of his goal scoring record, I'm not putting him in the top 3. But eye test is more important. From what I have seen so far with Chelsea in preseason and currently with Strasbourg, I would not call them anything less than standout performances. And there's a reason he won Player of the Month for the French club and League One's Young Player of the Month. So there is no reason to not have faith in him and expect him to be among the very best attacking players in the near future. 4th, Kendry P. Also signed by Chelsea, I'm sorry, but since Todd Bailey has arrived, the club has signed many young players, especially from the January window, focusing more on South American talents. I'm not sure if that's to have a bigger pool of world-class talents or if Todd Bowley has some different desire to sign wonderkids. He will be able to join Chelsea in 2025. He's currently 16 and will become a Chelsea player after turning 18. But even at such a young age, he's already a popular name in South America. He has the potential to be one of the best left-footed players in the world. But not just potential, if you watch him play, he really is one of the most talented and best young players. Kendry is a versatile midfielder who can play in various positions, including central midfield, attacking midfield, and on the wings where he generally plays. He's known for his technical ability, his dribbling skills, and his vision. His elite vision, exceptional dribbling and ball carrying make him an excellent winger, and then his great range of passing, control, and ability to link up well in any situation is just what put him on the list of one of the most gifted and well-rounded attacking midfielders or wingers coming from South America. His numbers in big chance created and key passes per match are an absolute joke. So far, goal scoring has not been his biggest strength, but he's just 16 and has an all-round superb attacking attributes. So one can expect the goal scoring would also be added to his skill set, as we have seen in many South American players and especially many Brazilian players. As I was hunting for the 10 most talented South American players, I came to know about many players who I just couldn't ignore. And these are literally just some of those out of so many teenagers playing in South America and catching the attention of scouts across the world. So apart from my top 10, these 6 players could have also been on the list. Valentine Carboni, Lucas Asadi, Matheus Franca, David Washington, Augustin Giai, and Luis Guilherme. Now let's talk about the top 3. 3rd, Vitor Roque. Vitor Roque is currently playing for Atletico Paranaense. He has signed for Barca and will join the Catalan side in 24. Despite just 18, Vitor Roque is highly rated. In Brazil, he has been very popular and talked about player even when he was just 16 and playing for Cruzeiro. Roque is a natural goal scorer, known for his finishing, his movement, and his aerial ability. He's also a good dribbler, just like any other Brazilian talent you see anywhere. While a striker, he has been brilliant in chance creation and making key passes as well. In 2022, he was in the Copa Libertadores team of the tournament. This year, he was the joint top scorer at the Under-20 South American Championship. Vitaro currently tops the list of goals scored by any teenager in 23. Adding into the current Barcelona squad and likely to be the long-term replacement of Robert Lewandowski, he could help the Catalan side become more fluid and unpredictable in attack while continuing to be lethal. Second, Gabriel Silva Moscato. When you hear his name, I expect only two possibilities. You either have not heard his name ever before, you don't have any idea about him, or you are dying for your club to sign him. You know he's going to be signing for a top club before end of the season, and if things go well, he may end up being the best or one of the best midfielders in the world. A rare breed of defensive midfielders, Moscato gets compared to Fabinho. But apart from his defensive actions, which are brilliant, he offers a lot in attack as well. He's an excellent passer, really good in ball carrying, control, and making passes in the final third. I also see him as similar to Kante in some senses, and I would say the major difference is their style of play due to difference in physique. You may find it absurd, but watch him play, not just his stats, then you would understand my point. The way he covers the distance on the pitch, carries the ball, and his defensive action, his style is not very similar to Kante, but he can play the same role for a team as Kante did for Chelsea and the French team most of the time. Moscato is 6'2" and uses his height very well in aerial battles and his body to shield the ball or in making interceptions. His ability to read the game, intercept passes, and shut down opponents has turned him into a fortress in the midfield. Chelsea are trying to sign him also, but currently there is a huge gap in valuation between the two sides. Barca is another team leading the race, while many other clubs have also shown interest. Whoever gets him and gives him enough time to settle, Moscato can change the midfield of their team massively and become their driving force. First, Andri. Unless you are living under a rock, you must be aware of the fact that he has signed for Real Madrid and will join them in 2024. Andri has not yet played for any European club, but it's not an exaggeration to put him ahead of any other South American teenagers at the moment. Andri is just 17 but has already become a sensation in Brazil or maybe in the world. He's a starter of Palmeiras and waiting to join Real Madrid once he turns 18. Andri can play well as a striker and has a good goal scoring record, but finishing is just a part of his game and he offers much more than that. He can play anywhere in forward, on either side of the wings, or even as a number 10. Andri is really good at link-up play, a sharp dribbler, and also has a lot of pace, which especially helps him in 1v1 situations and creating goal-scoring chances from otherwise unexpected situations. He keeps scanning his surrounding constantly, aware of the position of opponents and teammates, which allows him to make the best decisions on the ball. Despite his young age, Andri is strong and uses his body well to protect the ball. While running at opponents, Andri keeps the ball close to his left foot and uses short touches to draw them in. When he sees space, he uses space to exploit it. His exceptional close control and dribbling help him to get his team into the final third quickly. And obviously still raw and has a lot of room for improvement, but the talented potential he has is immense. Plus the improvements are mainly for the areas that can turn him into a world-class player, which obviously comes with experience also. Andri tries many things with the ball and in the box which you would not like, but it's because he's 17 and his decision making, especially doing simple things in some situations, will also come with time. Andri's attitude and professionalism are also what make him such a huge prospect. He's always involved in the game, including contributing off the ball. He makes runs, presses opponents and creates space for his teammates. He shows the desire to always improve, more focused on his career, and gives his all on the pitch in every match. You may argue many names in the list are better than him, but currently I don't think I can put anyone higher than him. He's exceptionally good and shows no sign of concern in adapting to different footballing cultures or in high pressure environments. That's all. We'll see in few years where they all end up and how right or wrong I was. I hope you like this video. If that's the case, please ensure to like and share this with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos.